Hey kids, you like jigsaw puzzles? Well, I've got the perfect deal for you. Actually, I haven't got it, just a bunch of rubbish as usual. It's not even vaguely interesting rubbish either. Well, let's be fair. Is this really rubbish for what it is, what it's trying to do? Probably not, but still. Solving jigsaw puzzles is not something I would expect to turn into interesting fodder on Super Nintendo. But then again, it is at least 10 steps above those worthless casino games, so it's not all bad. Anyways, today's subject matter is Pieces, released in 1994 for Super Nintendo courtesy of Atlas. And this is a puzzle game where you solve jigsaw puzzles, and that's it. You solve jigsaw puzzles. Okay, there's a little more to it than that. Pieces' main deal revolves around a competitive format, where you compete against a computer or another human player to complete a set of 3 puzzles first. There's also an all-in mode that is perfectly suited for the casual single-player non-competitive format, but it can also be played with up to 5 players. Coincidentally, Pieces is also compatible with the SNES mouse accessory, and for a game like this, it is a great benefit in regards to control, because using the D-pad to move the cursor thing around with, it's functional. It's more than adequate if that's all you have to work with, but a mouse is better. But yes, Pieces involves you assembling a jigsaw puzzle. There's a variety of puzzles to solve at various skill levels determined by the number of pieces and whatnot, and if this were simply a collection of jigsaw puzzles to solve in video game form, it'd be fine for those who enjoy that sort of thing and not so much for anyone else. But like I said, Pieces adds a competitive aspect to the sport of jigsaw puzzling, such as it is, as you'll be competing against various computer opponents in a challenge to complete a set of puzzles quicker than your opponent. In this mode, you build up a power meter that will grant you perks that you can execute, whether it be offering hints as to where pieces go, or whether it's inhibiting your opponent by messing with their cursor, or wiping their pieces from the board, among other things. In any event, whoever completes 3 puzzles during these rounds win. If that's you, you proceed to the next round and the next computer opponent. If not, you can continue. Or not, it's up to you. Whatever the case, Pieces takes the concept of something as quaint as the jigsaw puzzle and turns it into a genuinely enjoyable competitive puzzler on Super Nintendo, and with quite a bit of customization in regards to the all-in mode, which gives you 4 difficulty settings, which determines the number of pieces and also the amount of time you have to solve each puzzle, as well as a variety of themes, each of which comprise a number of puzzles for you to solve. These same puzzles are also featured in the versus modes in a much simpler format suited to that style of play, but regardless, whether it's a race to the finish with another player, a free-for-all with other folks, or just a solo act, Pieces manages a sweet little package. And it looks the part too. The various images that you're left to assemble are rather nice looking and fairly detailed, though some of them have one too many solid color pieces that it becomes difficult to discern which piece goes well because they look so similar, but that's not necessarily a deal breaker. For some people at least. Of course, the non-puzzle graphics feature some cutesy cartoonish characters for you to contend with, some rather whimsical and funny looking people, and to complement the gameplay, Pieces has a modest selection of cheerful, upbeat, and even a couple calm and soothing tunes to serenade your puzzle solving endeavors. Sound effects are generic sounding beeps and bleeps and things of that nature with sample bits for good measure. They serve a function in providing sound to the proceedings, and that's all you could ask of that such feature and stuff. Overall, if you like jigsaw puzzles without the hassle of putting together paper pieces, then Pieces on Super Nintendo might be the game for you. Assuming you don't mind the hassle of getting a working console, a game cartridge, a control pad, or a mouse, and other such things in working order and also as cheaply and affordably as possible. Actually, you know what? You needn't bother with this one. You could probably find a similar thing on your... Anyway. And the dog agrees with me. You want to say something on the mic? Say something on the mic. On my lap the whole time recording this thing, you try and reach... I know what you're reaching for. Don't worry, you'll get it later. But seriously, Pieces on SNES is a fun little twist on the jigsaw puzzle idea, the gameplay is somewhat engaging, and it supports the mouse. And that last bit makes it a win in my book. And now you'll excuse me, the dog wants to eat something off the shelf and I gotta run. Bye!